Welcome to this edition of the First Aid Show. Now, training, one thing it can't give you is practical experience. So what we've done is come to the simulation suite at Ipswich Hospital, where we're going to have a look at their advanced mannequins and the simulation process that you can do to give as near to real-time practical experience as possible when dealing with emergencies. Right, Joe, can you tell me what the idea of this unit is?
Well, we needed to allow the medical staff and nursing staff within the hospital to practice their skills, both patient interaction, using interaction with relatives, but also their clinical skills without harming the patient. So the simulators are ideal for that, so they can practice, re-practice, and all the different types of procedures that they have to do. No harm ever comes to the patient, so it's in a safe environment.
So what types of people would be coming through the unit?
So far we've had medical students, nursing students, and also some staff regularly from the emergency department come down and practice their routines that they would do and their procedures. We also have had theatre staff and paediatric staff have come through because we can use Sim Junior as well.
And that would be training within this in a hospital type setting. Could you move that into other settings as well?
Yes, we've actually taken Sim Junior out to within the hospital, so we can actually pick them up and move them to their workplace, and they will do the simulation there in their own area, so that all of their equipment, their staff and their procedures, they would do exactly the same as they would do with an ordinary patient, but with a mannequin instead.
So with the training, how are the people who are doing the course finding it? What do they learn from it?
There's initial scepticism, maybe a little bit of resistance because it's a mannequin, but once they've actually got into the fact that the mannequin breathes, blinks, talks to you, they soon lose the fact that it's a mannequin and they treat them as an ordinary patient, and they're happy to do the whole procedure from start to finish.
And you can then control this from a control room separate?
You can, yes. So you're able to actually induce a level of stress in the candidate to put them into a real life situation. Everything is controlled from the control room, or if we're out in their environment, from mobile cameras, and the machinery is just set back slightly. So they don't see us, but they just see the mannequin.
And around the room, we've got cameras up here now watching, and they can watch those from a separate room, other students?
Yes, so if you have a couple of candidates in here doing the practice, they will do their practice, and whilst they're doing it, they're being watched by other candidates on the course. Mm-hmm. And then once they finish their own procedures, they'll then come back, review their own practice with the rest of the group. So they will instantly they'll look at their negatives, but the group will bring them through on their positives as well, and then they'll see exactly how they manage to control both the patient, the other people in the team, how do they look after the relative. So by looking at the film afterwards, that's where most of the learning takes place.
And how quick do they get over the fact that they're being filmed?
2 minutes.
Yeah.
2 minutes. Once they see themselves on camera, as I said to you earlier, does my bum look big in this? Is my hair right? Is my lippy on? And then they're fine.